Hello, and welcome to our holiday episode of WWSF. Please silence all mobile devices and enjoy the show! Hello, and welcome back to WWSF. I'm your host, Hudson Kaler.
And I'm your other host, Davis Hacker. Today we bring you a very festive episode.
That's right. Look who's back, everybody! Davis is back. I'm sure you're all glad to see that Davis is back in action here at WWSF. Now, I'm sure some of you may have noticed, but it's winter break, and that means the year's almost over. Yes, I know. I'm very excited about it too. 2020 is almost over. So goodbye, 2020. You were truly a year that happened, and that's something not negative we can all say about you. Real quick, I would like to give a shout out to my Secret Santa from Matthew's Advisory for giving me this lovely WWSF painting. It's now going to be a permanent part of the show, so thank you.
Next, each advisory put together a holiday special celebration, and we would like to show those, so sit back and enjoy.
Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, it's going.
There we go. All right.
All right, Paul, kick us off. Coyote, you follow me.
All right. 'Twas the 10th hour before the non-denominational winter holiday, and all around the world, not a creature was healthy, not a boy or girl. The masks were hung on our faces with care, in hopes that everything will be better next year.
The students did school all snug in their beds, while visions of chaos danced in their heads and outside their windows too. While Mama in a panic and I not giving a crap, had set my head on the couch for a long pandemic nap.
When out on the lawn I heard such a noise, I sprang out of the couch to hear groans and oys. Away to the window I ran like a loon and tore open the curtains, I'll be in trouble soon. The moon's glow shined so bright, I could see two strangers getting into a fight.
But then what did I see suddenly appear? A red-looking sleigh with 7 tiny reindeer. With an old large man so jolly but sick, I knew when he coughed out candy canes, it must be Saint Nick.
More deeper and boomy his voice did roar as he whistled and attempted to call their names once more. Now Dasher, now Prancer, yo Prancer and Vixen, come on Comet and Cupid, Donner, stop mourning over Blitzen. To the top of the roof, let's try not to crash. Dash away, who left out that trash?
As cans fell over and the leaves did fall, they avoided the power lines, nearly missing all. So up to the rooftop, so high they flew, with a bag full of toys and Saint Nick's insulin too.
And then with a thump, I heard on the roof the prancing and stomping of each not-so-little hoof. As I peeked my head, my camera nowhere to be found, down the chimney and on his rear, St. Nicholas came crashing down.
He was dressed all in wool from his head to his foot, and his face shield was tarnished from trees' bricks, ashes, and soot. A bundle of toys all clustered on his back, looking like a mugger when he opened his pack.
His eyes, how they were dim from endless hours at night. His cheeks were like roses, probably because the cold gave him a fright. His chapped little mouth soon covered by cloth, and his long white beard could have sworn I saw a moth.
The stump of a pipe he held inside the mask. How he was able to smoke it, I didn't think to ask. He had such a hardcore face and very round belly. Wait, he went into the kitchen and ate the leftover jelly!
He was mumbling and grumbling like an old and tired elf. I was confused if I should leave him alone or save myself. With a glare in his eye and the turn of his head, he looked right at me. I'm sure I was dead.
He grabbed a beer and pushed me out of the way and went straight back to work with nothing to say. Then lay a finger on the side of his nose. He struggled to climb up the chimney, I suppose.
Then back in his sleigh, he huffed and slipped, calling to whoever heard him, "Oh man, I tripped!" As the sleigh flew away, I saw him hanging on the end. He exclaimed with a chuck, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all, good luck."
Yay! We did it! Good job for once.
Super.
That went really well.
I'm
proud of us.
Yeah. The first take, too.
Yeah, it was the first take.
The first take, too.
Wow.
Now, how do I stop recording? I'll figure this out.
Hey, TCS, this is Brian's Advisory coming to you 2020. So we took this challenge pretty seriously. we wanted to do something that would bring everybody together. So we've been meeting at 3 o'clock after school for, probably like the last 7 days now, and practicing silent nights. And each person has their own line they're going to be doing that they practice with. So we're going to try to coordinate that. We just thought it'd be a great way to bring in the holidays and kind of a somber moment to like reflect about just the challenges facing us coming into the winter and that sort of thing too. So without further ado, I'm going to start us off here. I'm going to give us a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Happy holidays, TCS.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Cool. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
You're a heel.
You're as cuddly as a cactus.
You're as charming as an eel.
Mr. Grinch, you're a bad banana with a greasy black heel.
Oh, Davis left. Okay.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Cuddly as a cactus.
You're as charming as an eel.
Mr. Grinch, you're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
You don't have none.
I wouldn't.
Got garlic in your soul.
All them smiles I turned to frowns.
Who is this mean fellow?
Skin all green and his teeth all yellow.
Ew.
Ew.
We all say it together. Mr. Grinch,
Mr.
you're a
Grinch,
bad banana.
I use scissors as a microphone.
I have an actual microphone.
You might be afraid to talk to me with my amazing glasses on.
Bye, Matthew.
Thanks, everyone.
Mute yourself when you're not singing.
Okay, everybody, are we ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm dreaming of a real holiday like the ones I used to know.
Where children got excited about missing the school day and made forts in the snow.
Said I'm dreaming of a white holiday like the ones I used to know.
Where we all meet at the ice rink and I got frozen toe.
I'm dreaming of a real holiday like the ones I used to know.
Where my parents stuffed me in a car to drive all over town just to see my relatives down to munch some chow.
We're dreaming of a real holiday with every card we write May all your days be merry and bright, and your holidays out of sight.
Happy holidays, TCS! We did it!
Yeah.
'Twas the Pog Before Degley's Day by Dave's Advisory.
'Twas the advisory class before winter break, when all through the halls not a gamer was showering, not even a frog. The attack dolphins were hung by the stoplight with care in hopes that Egg Dagley, the savior, soon would be there. The students were nestled all snug in their skin, while visions of Egg Dagley danced in their brain bin.
And Gabe in their sweater and IG in their wizard lizard hat had just settled their brains for a Chromebook WAP. When out on the roof there arose such a beep, I sprang from my Wayfair ladder to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a Grendel Crawler Excavator XL 5200V, tore open the shutter and threw up the mast.
Stood on the breast of the new fallen snow, gave the luster of Dylan's forehead to objects below, when what to my wandering eyes should appear but a Chad and his 7 good lads. With the little old drum and the strum of an E major 9, I knew in a moment it must be Egg Dagley.
More rapid than something, his funky fresh beat had arrived. He spoketh and speaketh and called them by name. Now Jake, now Link, now Cam and Bakari, on Amelia, on Jagan, on Emily and Sierra.
To the top of Aloha, to the top of Subway, now trottle away, waddle away, scoot away all.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the rooftop to the advisory they flew, with the eggmobile full of Smoshers and Egg Dagley too.
And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the squelch of each tootsie and footsie, as I drew in my head and was turning around. Down the chimney, Egg Dagley came with a bound.
He was dressed all in band merchant khakis from his head to his sandals, and his clothes were all tarnished with wax from a Yankee candle. A bundle of Smosh he had flung on his back, and he looked like the second coming, just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like cherries, his nose like a nose.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was scruffy and low. The guitar pick he held tight in his teeth, and the pog, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and long luxurious locks, that trick when he laughed, like the dumb blonde that stole porridge from those bears.
He was groovy and rad, a jolly right Chad. I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye, a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and cringily dabbed, then turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the wall he crawled. He sprang to his eggmobile, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the computer stolen in the beginning of 101 year. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,
"Keep smoshing, my young Chadley's growth mindset tonight."
That was really good.
A big thank you to everyone for participating. Although the holidays look a lot different this year, we're so glad to see everyone can still get in the spirit. And that's all, folks. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful winter break. Wow, Davis, can you believe we made it through a whole episode without referencing Star Wars? Impossible. Perhaps the archives are incomplete. And there it is. See you next time, TCS.
Thank you for watching this holiday special. We hope you have a nice rest of your winter break.